Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am the City Witch and today we're going to be doing a review for the Dark Light Oracle by Alexandria V. Beach and Caroline. I am not going to be able to pronounce the surname. I'm going to give it a whirl though. Eshenze? I'm so sorry, I am terrible at pronouncing really complicated names. So anyway, there we have the two creators. This is a US Games System Inc. deck and it was published and created in 2022, made in China, which is interesting because it's a US game system, but apparently it's made in China. So on the back it says, Dark Light Oracle, the path to light lies through the darkest shadows. Ooh, I like that. That gives me really creepy vibes straight away. All of us are made of both shadows and light. Agree. Sometimes we are pulled towards the heavens, sometimes towards the abyss. Also agree. Dark Light Oracle helps us find treasures among the miraculous mix of joys and tears, hopes and fears, enthusiasm and melancholy that enriches our soul. It explores the place where suffering is sublimated, darkness is illuminated, and shadows ultimately lead to an enlightened path. The 40 guides beckoned you to the crossroads of past and present experiences with messages of healing and lessons of growth. Includes 40 cards and a 76-page guidebook. Ooh, nice. So there we go, guys. So this is what the side of the box looks like. And then once again, the front. So let's open it up and see what we've got. So plain interior. I do like this beautiful like mauve colour though. It's lovely. Okay, so the deck is covered in cellophane. So give me a moment to open up the deck and then we will continue, guys. And we're back. So let's start with the guidebook and take a quick peek in this. So it looks like our guidebook is black and white. It's a little bit of a shame. I do like my guidebooks to be full colour. I think it's nice when they go that extra mile, you know, considering how expensive some of these decks are these days. So to start with, we have the creation of Dark Light Oracle. So it's its origin story. That's always nice. Crossing a new threshold. So some information. We have the cards. So it looks like with the cards, we have the name, the number, and the message on the card, and then the full meaning of that message. We have some keywords as well, and also an affirmation. We do not have any artwork for the cards, which again is a little bit of a shame. I prefer that. It's easier to find them when you want to work with the card in the extra ways they give you in the guidebook. Beautiful imagery though. We have the getting started, which is right at the back of the book. Interesting. Usually they're at the front. And then we have some spreads. Simple 3-card spread. We have the year spread, which is 12 cards. And then we have the Dark Light spread, which is unique to this particular deck. Some more artwork and then some information. So Alexandria is the artist, and then we have the author is Carol Ann. And then we have some social media information right at the back. So that's the guidebook, guys. Let's take a look at the deck. So first of all, I love the back of that. That is absolutely beautiful. And best of all, you cannot tell which way around the card is, which is something I love. Cardstock's pretty good, actually. It's similar to rock pool quality, slightly thinner maybe, but not too thin. It's not flimsy. It has a slight sheen, but it's not overly shiny, and it's definitely this kind of matte quality feel to the paper. Colours are popping off of this card. Beautiful. So far I am impressed. I notice as well there's no foiling, which for me is neither here nor there. I don't mind that, but I know a lot of people these days prefer the foiling. So our deck is plain white on the sides, just to confirm. So card number 1, the threshold. Shall you dare? Ooh, interesting. Ooh, I like the skulls. Ooh, and the sword as well. And the sword looks like it's surrounded by a little bit of blood. Interesting. It's like this person's gone through some kind of a battle or trauma and they're about to kind of step into their freedom. There's a lot to see in that. I love the woman in that image as well. Beautiful. Yeah, liking that so far. Ooh, looks like we have the elements. Card number 2, air, purify yourself. That's giving me very Eastern vibes there. I love that we're using like the new horizon for that. You know, you can clearly see there's clouds, probably feel a breeze because it looks like all the grass is kind of being blown a certain direction. So you can definitely get that air feel from that. Water, card number 3, what you feel. Ooh, I like the way that it's slightly rocky and turbulent as well. It's like you have to go through the, you know, difficult, raging oceans to get to the calm waters. And it looks like calmness is coming because obviously this is like a storm clearing. That's a really nice image for that card and I really like it. Card number 4, earth, you gain what you work for. Yeah, so like the more hard work you put into something, the more you're going to reap. I love the pumpkins as well. Look at that, guys. The pumpkins. Oh, it's just a little splash of orange. That's a nice card. It kind of comes across as a little bit barren because obviously there's no life there and obviously you've literally just reaped what you've sown. But if you'd have worked harder, it's almost like you would have a field full of them. So the crop that has been reaped there is not as good as it could have been. So it's all about the hard work and the labour you put in. I like that. Card number 5 is fire, to light my path. Ooh, she's like in some kind of like ancient bath. Like I can see stone walls there with like a pattern on it. Obviously these old fire torches and there's definitely like water that she's sat in. Interesting. It's a really interesting image. Card number 6, memories, I remember. So it's like recalling information. I like the old kind of photography image they've used here. It's nice. It's not quite sepia. I think there's another word for it, but I can't remember what the word is when it's more like blacks and greys. But it's definitely a really pretty image. Playtime, card number 7, fun is calling you. Ah, it looks like the Gump. I don't know if anyone else is a Legend fan. I am, and I love that movie. Tim Curry was amazing in it, but I loved the little Gump who is guardian of the forest. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, that definitely gives me Gump vibes. Card number 8, time. To use, not to use. Ooh. So either time is your ally or it's not. And is it time to move, to progress, to take action, or time to sit and wait? That's interesting. I love the hourglass as well. That I didn't notice it at first because obviously this strikingly white skin on this woman. And then like when you really look in the darkness, there is this hourglass there. I hope that you can see that on the camera, guys. There's a lot to see in that card. The more I'm looking at it, the more I can see things. I can see feathers in her hair. There's like these stars around her as well. Pretty. Ooh, we have some landscape. Okay, so card number 9, leaving. New horizons to be sought. I don't have any decks that have cards that are this way around. It's giving me very... Roman vibes, that like a Roman garden. New horizons to be sought. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful card. Dark path, number 10, learning from your mistakes. Yeah, you fucked up, but it's okay because as long as you learn and grow and don't repeat bad habits and cycles, then you're good to go. Card number 11, spring, everything that blossoms. Ah, that's beautiful. I love that there's a little snake in there as well. I'm also, is she a mermaid? Because like that looks like scales to me there. Let me know what you guys think, but it definitely looks like scales on her body. Like she's some kind of mer creature. Or maybe an undine. Summer, card number 12, the highest height. Ooh, got a blazing sun on that. Like, the Sun card in the tarot is a card of happiness, positivity, joy, celebration, and usually good news and good fortune. So I would see this as a really positive card in the deck, something quite happy. Autumn, number 13. Is it that scary? Oh, I love that, first of all, they made it number 13. I love that autumn is focused on Halloween as the theme. Also, this woman kind of reminds me of my sister. She wears a lot of like wigs for her YouTube channel. She's kind of a famous YouTuber, and she has a wig exactly like that. And this very well could have just been her. It looks exactly like her. It's kind of freaky, but I like it. And I love the cat and the pumpkins. Oh, that's absolutely beautiful. That's definitely one of my favourite cards in the deck, I think. And I think it's nice that it reminds me of my sister as well. So yeah, I do like that card. Ooh, this is definitely one of my favourites as well. Winter, number 14, Frozen Heart. That is beautiful. Oh, I love just the red rose in this like dark image. That is stunning. And I really get Snow White vibes from this as well, with the really red lips and the dark hair. Beautiful. Imagination, 15, Beyond Limits. Ooh, it's like Howl's Floating Castle in the sky. It's like clockwork and it feels like it's moving and there's all this steam. It definitely feels something a little bit unusual. Very nice. If you can dream it, it can come into being. That's the message for me there. Number 16, Transformation, Becoming Me. Ooh, and it looks like it's not an easy journey as well because there's blood in this image. So yes, you might be transforming, but you've had to fight for that transformation. It hasn't been easy. So this isn't a butterfly where it emerges gracefully. This is a moth that has to tear its way out of its cocoon. And because of that, they are more powerful, they are stronger, they are a force to be reckoned with. Yeah, I really like that image. Beautiful. Ooh, I like this one as well. Nightmares, 17, In the Dark of the Night. In the dark of the night, evil will find her, find her. Sorry, guys. That came to me straight away. Anastasia is one of my favourite cartoon movies. And yeah, it's just definitely giving me that vibe with the message in the dark of the night. Beautiful, really interesting, actually. It's kind of like the obscure oddities stuff that you see when you go to those conventions and shows. And I love that sort of stuff as well. And also, liking the scales. Like, this is a bit of a justice card, isn't it? Nice. Ooh. Heartbreak Palace, number 18. Arrows in the Heart. Ooh, this is like the Three of Swords card, isn't it? Like, we have 3 in this almost stone statue of a man that's bleeding out, and she's clearly the one that is either broke his heart or she's had her heart broken and she's now taking revenge, maybe. Like, it's quite a vengeful dark card, that, but I do love the imagery. Beautiful. Masks, number 19, Behind the Folding Screen. Ooh, like, what are you hiding behind your mask, and why do you feel the need to wear a mask? What's its purpose? Is it to protect you, or because you don't want people to know the real you or get close to you? Is it because you're a liar, a deceiver? There's a lot to do with that. Interesting. I like the way the mask is just plain white as well. Like, you can't tell any features or anything. It could just become anything. Obsession, 20, My Eternal Thirst. Yeah. That is a good way to describe obsession. You thirst, you hunger, you desire. It's all that's on your mind. It is all consuming. You cannot think, you cannot sleep, you cannot breathe without this thing that you want. And it just plays on your mind over and over and over, and it drives you to madness. That is all the descriptions that I use for obsession, and I definitely get that from this card. And you can see it. She's like, she's determined. Look at her eyes. Look at the focus. She's like, I'm going to have this thing. There's nothing you can do to stop me. And there's blood coming from her lips as well. Like, she would basically either be harmed or do harm to get this thing that she wants. A little bit of dirt on the card there. So the next one, 21, Ghosts from Another World. Ooh. Not sure about the message from another world for ghosts. I'd have gone with haunted, or the past haunting you, catching up with you, where the body's buried, you know, that kind of message. That's the vibe I get. It's quite eerie, that one. Card number 22, The Forest. Trust your compass. Ooh, she's a snake. That means she's a naga. I like it. And she's holding a skull as well. Beautiful. That definitely is one of my favourite cards, I think. Loving the toad in there as well. The toad's one of my animal spirits that I work with. Yeah, I love that. Trust your compass. So the direction that you want to go in is the right direction for you. Even if it's not for others, it definitely is right for you. So trusting your own judgment. The Mirror, 23, escaping your own image. Yeah, so reflection, going deep within, kind of, you know, seeing yourself in the mirror up close and personal and kind of seeing what others see. Yeah, it's a reflection card. It's beautiful. I love all these cards so far. There's not a single one that I haven't liked. Rest, number 24, come and hear my lullaby. Oh, it's a tiny bit sad and lonesome, this card, but mostly it's peaceful. I really wanted to sigh and go, ah. It just has a nice, gentle vibe to it, this one, despite how dark the imagery is. Beautiful. Very gothic looking as well, with the stone bench. Number 25, signs. Messages are to be seen and heard. So you might see them, but do you understand them? Are you hearing what the message is? And are you reading the message correctly? I like when she's looking at the dove that's escaping, but there's one down there that's kind of still with her. Number 26, solitude, alone with myself. That's another gothic-y image, isn't it? Alone with myself. It's almost like she's underground or in some kind of a stone crypt or keep with only that one candle to light the way. It's like her only light. Looks like as well there's a tiny little, I don't know if that's a butterfly there or a flower, but there's like something red. Okay, there's another one there, so it's a butterfly. That was kind of hard to see. Pretty image. Guardian Angel, number 27, count on my protection. Oh, it's lovely. So we have a protection card. Consuming art, 28, express or die. Wow, that's a statement, isn't it? Express or die. It's almost like a threat. So here we have the full wing, but here it's like all the feathers are gone. I almost feel like there's a tiny bit of blood there as well. But because of the leaves, it's like we're seeing growth still, we're seeing potential. That's a really interesting card. I don't know what to make of that one, but I don't hate it. Yeah, I feel like I'd have to meditate with that one. Oh, wow. Alignment, 29, here and now. I get geisha, samurai vibes. This is absolutely stunning and definitely one of my favourite cards in the deck. She is a warrior, she's powerful, but she can be delicate like a flower as well. She's strong when she needs to be. That is kind of what I get from this card. This is all about balance of the yin-yang, the masculine and the feminine, being able to be strong and counted on when it's important, but also knowing when to be feminine, delicate, and, you know, softer. Very beautiful. Full moon, 30, dark, lighted, magic in the air. Ooh. I don't know why, but I really thought that anything to do with the moon in this deck would have been more werewolf themed. Because we've had blood coming from the mouth and the lips, which is a vampire kind of theme. But I'd have gone with something a bit more bestial for the full moon, like a werewolf. Yeah, that's still nice though, still a beautiful image. Lots of blues in there. We've got beautiful full moon behind her. She is on all fours though, so maybe transformation hasn't happened and it's about to. You know, she's crawling on hands and knees there. So maybe it's just before the change. Quest 31, searching for my grail. Ooh, I like that. I like the way it says searching for my grail as well. Not the holy grail, but my grail, the thing that's important to me, the thing that I treasure, that I'm searching for. That's really cool. And I love that, like, obviously she's on this quest and it's leading her to this like half abandoned tower as well. Like it's going to take her to unknown places and she's going to have to explore and search to find what she's looking for. Mystery, number 32, things you cannot explain. I'm getting Sherlock Holmes vibes from that. Yeah. No matter how improbable, if you've ruled out everything else, then it is the truth. It's what's left. I love that the ribcage is showing there as well. That's a lovely card. Ooh, beautiful. So the artwork that's on the guidebook is also in the deck. Exploring, 33. Far off lands are awaiting. So travel, journey, adventure. Yeah, don't sit around. This is a movement card, an action card. Lovely. Sorry guys, there's a little bit of like dirt on some of these cards, considering it's a brand new deck. Gift, 34. The treasure inside. Oh, look at the cute little girl. And look at the animals. There's a little fox. There's a little, is that a stoat? Or maybe a ferret or a weasel, I can't tell. But that is a beautiful image. I love how we're seeing the nighttime disappear, but then we're seeing the horizon and the sun coming up. We're saying goodbye to the dream world and saying hello to daytime. Treasure inside, that's beautiful. It's such a beautiful card. Dangerous passions. 35, red as a bleeding heart. Ooh. So you might want this love, you might be desperate for it, but you're going to bleed for it. It's going to make you pay and it's going to take something from you. So is it worth it ultimately? Like, do you want to crawl over broken glass to have this thing and it may not be what you want by the time you get there? That's the vibe I get from this. Like, you can do that if you want, no one's going to stop you. But the sacrifices you make, don't put them on the other person. Like, you made those choices. If you choose to stick around, if you choose to wait, if you choose to hope, if you choose to harm yourself to get to this thing, they're your personal choices. And, you know, that's a very dark message, but that is the vibe I'm getting. Dangerous passions, yeah. I think a few of us have all been through a dangerous passion at one point in our lives or another. Look, number 36, by the magic of my four-leafed clover. I love that. Oh, and she's got a prince with a little crown on that's ready to pucker up and give her a kiss. Oh, that is such a beautiful card and so whimsical. I love her hair. I love colour hair like that lilac silvery look. Beautiful. True love, number 37. Your love is here to stay. Ooh, that's another nice message. Love that. It's beautiful. What a pretty model for that image as well. I like the way she's like looking up and we've got this like dreamy heart. There's roses, there's a beautiful dress. It's like a fairy tale, isn't it? And she's wearing a crown like a princess. It's like a fairy tale romance. Blessings, number 38, prayers heard. Yeah, so this would be a sign, isn't it, that your prayers have been heard, they're going to be answered, and you need to trust things are going to shift and change. Yeah, don't sit and wallow, don't overthink it. You know, your prayers have been heard. If you overthink things and you hyperfixate, you can end up blocking your manifestations. So for me, this is kind of like just a reminder that you've put that message out there. It has been heard and received. You've got to trust, you've got to have faith, and you've got to be patient. Ooh. Number 39, flight. Let's rise into the sky. Ooh, that's beautiful as well. Do you know, I love all the imagery in this deck. It's so beautiful. There's a lot of different body shapes as well, I'm noticing. And then the last card, Holy Gate, number 40. The doors of pure happiness will soon be opened. Wow. I get very Gondor themes from this. You know, the as they're sailing on the river and they're going past the big stone statues that lead you into the realm of Gondor. That's what it reminds me of. And we even have a character here with like a cane and a cloak walking towards it. And then we've still got the river as well. So that for me is, yeah, it's giving me very Gondor themes, stepping from one country into another, going over a threshold. And also doors and gateways is Hecate's theme and domain. So for me, this would be a Hecate card telling me that doors are going to open for me now. The keys are available to me, and what was once blocked or an obstacle is going to be removed. So I would see this as a very positive card. So yeah, I have to say, I love this deck. Absolutely stunningly beautiful. The artwork is fantastic. Absolutely amazing. Yes, it's dark. Yes, it's gothy, but I mean, we knew this deck was going to be dark. I mean, it's called Dark Light Oracle. The point is it's supposed to be dark. A little bit on the gothic side. I will say I think it's a little bit unbalanced because there's a lot of women in this deck. There doesn't seem to be a lot of men. We had the one that I said looked like the Gump, and that was a little boy. But the rest seem to be women, and that's a little bit of a shame. Obviously, we have a little girl there. That could have been a little boy instead. Yeah, this seems to be an extremely feminine-based deck, and I would have preferred a nice balance of men and women, or even maybe some people that you can't tell whether they're a man or a woman. So you've got that kind of, you know, shift in energy, that fluidity. I would have liked a little bit of that in this. I also would have liked a couple of stranger imagery, because we have the gothic, we have the dark, we have a little bit of, you know, touching on vampires. I, like I said, for the moon card, would have liked more of a werewolf, but she was on her hands and knees, so maybe it was giving that impression there could be a change or a shift there. But I would have preferred actually in the middle of a transformation, or maybe fur coming out of her body, something like that. So yeah, there's definitely, I think, although I love this deck and I love the artwork and I liked every card, I definitely think there was room for improvement, expansion, and a few things could have been different about it. Like I said, more men would have been nice, a little bit more stranger imagery, and I think I would have also liked a few ages and body types. You know, I was seeing a little bit of the body types and a tiny bit of age. We had a little girl and a young lad for like the fawn image, but then after that it's all young women. So why not an older woman, more experienced, that's been around the block, that's scarred, you know? So I think different ages. There was a little bit of different cultures and ethnicity in here. I don't remember seeing any different skin colours though. They mostly seem to be, she's kind of caramel, I guess. But most, I think, are white. Oh, there you go. We do have a little bit of skin colour differences in here then. So yeah, so a little bit more, I think, versatility and flexibility for this deck would have been appreciated. But mostly, I like it. I love the artwork, the messages. It's definitely the better out of the two decks I've reviewed lately. So I reviewed the Dark Magic Oracle, and I think this is my favourite out of the two. This one, for me, I think would be a good solid 9 out of 10. It would have been a 10 out of 10 if they'd have done a little bit more men in it. And like I said, just thought a little bit more outside the box. But beautiful deck, absolutely stunning, love it. So let me know what you think, your thoughts and opinions in the comments, guys. Let's start a conversation about it. Do you have this deck? Have you used it? Are you planning to get it? Let me know. Thank you very much for supporting me and watching this till the end. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to give me a thumbs up. Click the bell and YouTube will tell you when my next video comes out. If you'd like to offer like, love and support to me, you can do that through my PayPal or my Amazon wishlist. Thank you so much for your support. I do appreciate it. This was a gifted deck, so in support of my channel. So thank you very much to the person who purchased this for me. I do appreciate it. And if you'd like to book any of my services for divinations, rituals, spell work, you can do that through Facebook, Instagram, X, and via email. All the links are provided, guys. Thank you so much, and I will speak to you soon. Take care of yourselves. Blessed be.